JBN, we keep you informed. Female cop attacked and stabbed in downtown Kingston. A policewoman has been admitted in the hospital in serious condition after she was attacked and stabbed several times by criminals in downtown Kingston. According to reports, at about 10:15 p.m. on Friday, the policewoman was entering a bus in a section of Parade in downtown Kingston when she was pulled from the vehicle by a group of men and stabbed after she refused to give up her phone. Sources said the female was stabbed in her head, neck, and on her hands. The men then fled the area. The injured woman was rushed to the hospital where she was admitted. The police have since launched a manhunt for the criminals who carried out the attack. Cop seeks public's help in fatal shooting of 12-year-old boy. The police yesterday appealed to the public for assistance in the shooting death of 12-year-old Duan Costa on Payne Avenue in Kingston on Saturday. According to the Hunts Bay Police, Da Costa was among a group of people standing on the road about 7:45 p.m. when a gunman on foot attacked. Da Costa, a man, and two women were found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to the hospital where he died while undergoing treatment. The Hunts Bay Police is imploring persons who may have information that can help them to identify, arrest, and charge those responsible for the shooting to contact them. The police are also seeking the public's help in locating 70-year-old Victor Green, a businessman of Forest Close, Reddings, Kingston 19, who has been missing since last Wednesday. Green is of dark complexion, medium build, and about 175 centimeters or 5 feet 9 inches tall. Reports from the Duane Park Police are that Green was last seen about 7 a.m. Wednesday, but his mode of dress at the time hasn't been ascertained. Meanwhile, the Kingston Western Police is seeking to locate a witness who it says is vital to a case currently before the Home Circuit Court. The witness is Phildon Bennett of Maxfield Avenue, Kingston. Bennett is scheduled to appear before the court on Friday, June 14. Bennett, or anyone knowing his whereabouts, is being asked to contact the Denham Town Criminal Investigations Branch at 876-948-6443, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Taxi driver sustained injury after fire truck crashes into car. A fire unit from the York Park Fire Station crashed into a Toyota Probox at the intersection of North and East Streets downtown Kingston yesterday afternoon. The right door of the Toyota, which was being used as a taxi, was crushed as a result of the impact. The driver of the taxi, who had to be rescued by the firefighters after cutting the mangled right door of the car to free him, sustained injuries and was taken to the Kingston Public Hospital. The firefighters say they were en route to a fire in McIntyre Village, East Kingston, when the collision occurred. Another unit from the Trenchtown Police Station was called to replace the one involved in the crash. Suspected drowning of unidentified man in Portmore. Detectives assigned to the Portmore Police Station in St. Catherine are probing a suspected drowning of an unidentified male at the Forum Beach in Bridgeport on Saturday, June 8. The body is of dark complexion, slim build, and about 5 feet 8 inches tall. Reports are that about 6 a.m. residents saw the body and summoned the police. The body was removed from the water and taken to the morgue for a post-mortem investigation to be conducted. 5 police pepper spray complaints a month. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, has disclosed that the improper use of pepper spray by the police has become a more frequent complaint by citizens, with an estimated 5 such reports reaching them each month. Assistant Commissioner of INDICOM, Hamish Campbell, said yesterday that the police watchdog has been receiving complaints from motorists and non-motorists alike, oftentimes because they were deemed to be non-compliant or sought to debate matters with law enforcement officials. The use of pepper spray, we can see at times, tends to be used as an instrument of force and compliance when the individuals are not using force or violence against the officers. It becomes a substitute for other ways of dealing with and addressing issues which police officers do have to deal with, he said. Improper use of non-lethal weapons came to the fore late last week after a video of a former deputy superintendent of police being pepper sprayed by a constable during a traffic stop on Wednesday started circulating on social media. The retired cop, who has since been identified as Altamonth Para Campbell, stated in subsequent media interviews that it was one of the worst experiences of his life. The ex-cop served more than 40 years in the force and was pepper sprayed after he disobeyed the constable's order to get out of his vehicle, following a threat to arrest him for failure to produce his driver's license. Under Jamaican law, motorists have 5 days to present their license. Indicom has requested a statement from the former cop and are awaiting statements from 2 policemen who were at the scene when the incident took place. We will be making a determination after that as to the way forward, Campbell said. Campbell noted that there are clear policy guidelines by the Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF) on the cases when pepper spray should be discharged. He said Indicom has laid charges against some officers for the improper use of pepper spray, and these are still pending in court. All allegations of assault by use of pepper spray are investigated, and the statements taken to see whether we can determine if the use of force was necessary, reasonable, or proportionate in the circumstances, he said. Each officer has to give an account as to why you use force against a citizen, and spraying directly into the eyes is not recommended. It does occur, of course, when you spray it, and it shouldn't be sprayed arbitrarily in an area or in confined spaces where other people can get contaminated and affected, Campbell said. A worrying issue for Campbell is the reality that police officers are not given solvents to alleviate the effects of pepper spray. We have found that they do not have the solutions. I know they are not being provided with it, so of course, that is not an individual fault, but that is something that needs to be provided for them. If you provide pepper spray and such devices, then they should come with a supply at the same time of other solutions to alleviate pain and discomfort once it is sprayed, he said. Deputy Commissioner of Police Selvin Hay said that he has not done an inventory to see whether solutions are available, but said the High Command will be rolling out a suite of less lethal weapons to help police maintain law and order. This is likely to include more pepper spray, tasers, batons, and handcuffs. Everything is being looked at. So if there is not sufficient, then we will certainly look at where they are needed, because there is never any plan to put the officer out there, both for him to be at risk and for him to be at risk to the citizen, he said. Hay was appointed Inspector General of the JCF in February and forms part of the Inspectorate of Constabulary team that is responsible for enforcing professional standards among other duties. The IOC conducts audits and inspections at all police formations to ensure strict adherence to protocols. The senior cop said that the Police Training Academy should not be blamed for allegations of improper use of force, whether of pepper spray or guns. A lot of people just jump on the word training as if we have this police college that trains people to be disrespectful and unprofessional and unconscionable, he said. Nobody trains anybody to shoot without justification or to spray somebody without justification. This is not what training does. It is a supervisory regime that needs to be improved and people being held accountable. That is what needs to be improved. Bunting confirms intention to challenge Phillips for PNP leadership. Peter Bunting has confirmed that he intends to challenge Dr. Peter Phillips for the position of President of the Opposition People's National Party PNP at its next annual conference in September of this year. Bunting made the announcement in a statement that was released on Saturday evening, in which he detailed his reasons for seeking to replace Phillips. According to Bunting, a former General Secretary of the PNP, the party's popularity has waned since the defeat in the 2016 general elections, which he cited as resulting from Phillips' unattractiveness as a leader. Bunting said the party's internal mechanism subsequently attributed the electoral loss to 4 reasons, a situation he said has worsened, with the latest indication of this being the loss by its representative Damien Crawford in the East Portland by-election on April 4. Bunting was held various other positions within the party over an extended period, said he believes the time is right to clarify the leadership situation in the party, since different polls have indicated that Phillips' leadership standing has fallen. According to Bunting, stakeholders and followers within the party and the national stakeholders and organizations have lost interest in the PNP, and he will be embarking on a strategic move in the upcoming weeks to engage all to get a consensus on the way forward. He confirmed speculation that his decision to decline a key leadership position within the party recently was as a result of his intention to position himself for the challenge to Phillips. If the challenge materializes, it will be the third battle that Phillips would be involved in for the leadership of the party. He unsuccessfully challenged former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller twice, but assumed the leadership of the PNP when she stepped down after the 2016 election loss. The leadership of the PNP has been a major issue since PJ Patterson left the party as Prime Minister in 2006, with Simpson Miller defeating Phillips in the party's internal election to become PNP President and Prime Minister. Unlike after the 1992 internal party election, in which Patterson defeated Simpson Miller to take control after Prime Minister Michael Manley demitted office and remained in control until he left, Simpson Miller faced a second challenge from Phillips in 2008. Since our party's East Portland by-election loss, there has been increasing speculation about both the desirability and the likelihood of a change in leadership of the PNP. Uncertainty can be debilitating for a political movement, and an undeclared campaign is already starting to develop in social media and among party members. For good order and transparency, it is best that this speculation be put to rest as soon as possible. Therefore, I confirm that I am offering myself for President of the People's National Party at the annual conference in September. This is a carefully considered decision, which I believe to be in the best interest of the party and the country, Bunting said in a statement. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.